What goes on, guys? We're back here again with yet another review, and today I'm surprisingly excited to be taking a look at the brand new Jakk specific Simpsons figures. Now, right off the bat, I'm not all in on this line, and I'm not a huge Simpsons guy. I know, maybe that's a bad take, but I'm not a big Simpsons guy. I like them. They're definitely iconic as hell, and I can appreciate that. They're, you know, it's arguably the best cartoon ever. But, you know, not really my thing. I like the movie for the most part, I guess, kinda. And I've watched a bunch of Simpsons episodes. It's just never been my thing. Definitely more a Family Guy, American Dad guy, Bob's Burgers. I wish somebody would do this with Bob's Burgers. I'd be so happy. Bob's Burgers. But overall, Bob's Burgers probably is my favorite, but I love Futurama. So if somebody was to do a Futurama set, I'd be pretty damn happy. But, you know, I'll take what I can get to support this, and hopefully we'll get some of those lines down the line. So with that being said, without further ado, let's go ahead and open these Simpsons up. So getting these Simpsons out of the packaging, damn, okay. I see, Jakk specific. It definitely reminds me of their movie Mario line. So if you've played with those figures, expect that to be kind of what you're getting here, but at a cheaper price point. And I only really have maybe two issues with these guys. They're pretty awesome for the price point you're paying for them. I also want to say, out of the way, the elephant in the room is that Super 7 had this line, and oh, you son of a bitch. I just noticed it looks like I'm missing one of Homer's iconic hairs on his head. That's a little unfortunate. It doesn't bother me that much, but it definitely was not in the package. Yeah, that's unfortunate, but there was almost no way for me to see that. But whatever. Yeah, going back to Super 7, I would have bought a regular family of The Simpsons. I was almost going to pre-order Krusty, but I don't like Super 7 as a company. I think their figures are way overpriced for what you get. You wait like 3 years sometimes to get them. I don't know, not a Super 7 fan. And I'm not a huge Simpsons fan, so I was like, I'm going to pick one character. And I was like, maybe I'll do the family, like the core 5. And they never made the core 5. They never made any of the core 5, which was stupid as hell. I really hope at the very least we get Marge and Lisa and Maggie. And then I would like Krusty as well. I think Comic Book Guy would be really funny. Like, I wouldn't mind getting Otto and Groundskeeper Willie down the line. Like, maybe come back to them later on, like, once I get all these characters. But for right now, I saw these today and was like, this is all I need. So, I don't know. Kind of rambling, but let's take a look at... I think Bart's better. So, let's take a look at Homer. He's got that stupid, expressionless, like, no thoughts face. I love that. Like, he's fading in the bushes. Looks really good. I like the build on him. Damn, that really does suck about the hair. I actually might have something that I just bought today that I could probably fix. But this line back on the back of his head is sculpted and painted very nicely. His arms look good. There's really not much to talk about here. It's Homer Simpson. In terms of accessories, though, I think it's pretty awesome. You get, what is it, the Quickie Mart? I think that's the Simpsons. You get a box of donuts. Dough! I don't know how to do it that well. Dough! Pretty good, actually, but get a nice box of donuts, and one comes out, and of course Homer has taken a bite, which is really awesome. This is a great accessory. It locks. The rest of them don't come out, and that's totally fine with me. I don't need, you know, a dozen plus donuts. I'm fine with the one with the bite out of it. So that is pretty cool, and you can angle it down to make it look like a complete box if that's something you want to do. He doesn't really hold this box well. Like, if anything, you could probably get him to do that, which is, you know, probably what it was intended for. That's not bad, actually. He's holding that relatively well. But that is pretty cool. In terms of articulation, this is where my biggest issue with these guys come in. I don't know. I only have 2 issues with these guys. It's only a swivel at the head. It should have been a ball joint. On both of them, it would have been perfect to put a ball joint under there to get some rotation, and like some movement up and down, but it is only a swivel. I don't like that. Everything else is pretty perfect though. The shoulders go up pretty far, they'll go down. He does have a bicep swivel, single jointed elbow. It doesn't rotate, but that's okay. And then the wrist swivel and hinge, which I was not expecting. Diaphragm joint. He can crunch forward and back like a little bit, like it's a little pivot. It's mostly just going to be swivel, which I don't really care about that. That's fine. Hips go out that far for Homer. He'll kick forward to about there. Back, single jointed knee. It doesn't really rotate up there. It kind of rotates on the ball at the hip. And then there's a ball jointed ankle. So it'll rotate, kind of go down. It's more just for adjusting. Again, it's not great articulation by any means, but it's enough for Homer Simpson. Other than I do wish he could look up. It's really odd to me that they went with the swivel when you're putting this much articulation in there, but it doesn't bother me too much. But the star of the wave is definitely Bart. I think he looks great. I really like his expressionless face too. Looks awesome. Get, of course, his spiky hair, which was kind of hard pulling out of the package, but looks really nice. Like the spots on the shoes. Again, they're very simple designs, but they're iconic designs. Looks really, really nice. Very happy with this. And then, of course, he's got to come with his skateboard, which the skateboard has 5 different colors on it. That is pretty cool. It does roll, which is nice. And there's a peg on there that you can plop his feet onto so he can go do his Bart shenanigans. I will not ride in the halls. I will not ride in the halls. Write that a million times, right? That is pretty cool. So you can definitely get him, doing Bart Simpson stuff on the skateboard. I feel like that is a super good accessory to get with him. I will say I kind of wish he came with more. Maybe a school bag or something. I don't really know what Bart... Oh, slingshot. That would have been nice. I'm surprised he did not come with a slingshot. He has a little grip hand. That would have been perfect to put a slingshot with. But other than that, it's pretty nice. And as you probably saw just from that little segment, his articulation's pretty good. Again, I do wish they put a ball joint at the head. It's a little odd, but shoulders go up past horizontal. They'll rotate all around. Bicep swivel. Single jointed elbow. That is better than Dad's. And I does not rotate at the elbow, but that's fine. And then the wrist swivel and hinge. Again, was not expecting that. Little diaphragm joint for him, which is pretty good. It rocks a little bit and it'll rotate. Hips go out about that far, goes down. He'll kick forward pretty much horizontal, even with those chunky pants. And then you get a rotation for him. He does have a rotation where the leg meets the shorts. Single jointed knee. Not bad. And then the ankles will rotate and kind of pivot a little bit. It's definitely on a ball peg, but very, very lightly. It's mostly just going to be for rotation. But yeah, this is a really solid Bart Simpson figure. I'm pleasantly surprised. Now, my only other slight issue with this, and I knew this going in with these figures, is that they're really small. Bart actually isn't that small. I think Bart is oversized. I think Homer's the problem. I think Homer's too small. I know that this is a 5-inch scale line, but it would have been really nice if they were just a tad bigger. Like, just a tad. I'm fine with Homer being shorter than everybody else, but they're a little short. At least Homer's a little short. I think Bart works, though. Let me know what you guys think. But here they are next to the NECA Toys King Kong, along with the Jazzwares Fortnite Series 6-inch Peely. Here they are next to the McFarlane Toys Dark Knight Returns Batman, along with the Hasbro Marvel Legends X-Men Series Darwin. And then here they are next to the Hasbro Marvel Legends What If Series Zombie Captain America. So, as you probably could have guessed, I'm pleasantly surprised with these figures. I really like them. I really like the articulation scheme for them, The paint and sculpt is as clean and as crisp as it needs to be. The accessories are okay. I wish there was a little bit more, but they're all right. My biggest problem is that I really wish they had a ball joint at the neck and that Homer was a little bit bigger. But these are great for the $12 price point. These are less than $15 to get a Homer and Bart Simpson action figure, which is awesome. I love cheap lines in today's economy. This totally works for me. So with that being said, at a price point of around $13, $14, I'm going to go ahead and give these guys a 9 out of 10 each. I really like them. Bart, you could argue 9.5 because I think the scale works for him. But I am a little upset about Homer's hair. It's like such an iconic part of him. And unfortunately, I've just been having bad luck with figures lately. But yeah, these are awesome. So go ahead, do yourself a favor, and go grab them. But with that being said, I believe that's all I got for today. If you have not already, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Also be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok and Letterboxd. I post a lot on all those apps, and I have a great time, so I'm sure you will too. But as always, let me know. You coppin'? See you guys in the next one. Go! What goes on, guys? I wanted to hop on here again and thank you all for watching, and to let you know that if the following apps interest you, feel free to follow me on them, as I put the links in the description for you guys. I really appreciate everything you all do for me, so DM me with any questions or thoughts. I'd love to sit and talk with you all. Again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.